as I make my way. The fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot. Put your life together.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.
Are you ready?
Hey, you think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down.
Oh, yeah. What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you, bringing you some FNT action here with Bogard Scott free. What up, bro?
The earth is my turf.
Yeah. And give me some damn money.
Yes, all of it.
I don't want a piece of it. I need the whole thing.
I need all of it. I'm like that motherfucker in the cartoons when they cut the slice of the cake. I take the whole thing and leave a slice. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love that. Antonio's in the building. What up, bro? Fresh off his crazy ass day with snow filled at work. And Antonio's already throwing some news in here, so let's just get to it. Did you hear that Aaron Rodgers is now planning on starting on Sunday?
I was saying that, remember, yesterday? I was saying that on this show because it's so awesome that he does the Tuesday spot on the McAfee show, right? And he was like, I don't believe in not playing. He's like, and then he was like, so what's up, Aaron? You're gonna get out there and play like a series or two, maybe a quarter? And he's like, I can't tell you that. You know what I mean? But
it could literally just be a series, right?
I'm going to say this. He's been playing well all year, and he don't practice ever since he got the toe. He won't practice all week. The fact that he got into a limited practice yesterday told me, like, okay, he really do want to maybe play a series here, but he also wants to get these valuable reps. You know what I mean? Because he's going to be off for, like, basically 2 weeks, if he, you know what I mean? If he didn't fucking play a little bit in this game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're still going to practice, next week, even though they're on the bye or whatever, but you can't duplicate the game reps, that's for sure. So yeah, that's all we know is that Aaron Rodgers is planning on playing on Sunday or starting, and we'll see how long it lasts. I'd be nervous as hell to play him in my championship if you guys are playing in week 18. David P, what up, bro? What's going down?
And if you're playing in week 18, you're crazy.
Yeah, you should already be prepping to get into these NFL playoffs leagues with us and not playing in week 18.
Right.
And Antonio said he's ready for some news and a shot. I know I am. Let's get it. Got my bowl pack, got my weed, got my bong out. About to get it flowing. Ed, what up, bro? He said, what's good? Family Super Draft Pros, the shit. I keep getting the big, the bag. Hell yeah. Said, thanks, brother, for all the picks and the updates. Best information on fantasy football and helping everyone with the deal. Hell yeah. And if you guys haven't seen JC Money Design and Coach Craig, they have a show. It's on their YouTube channel, but they stream on my YouTube channel. We stream into the Facebook group as well. Every single day, breaking down basketball picks. Yesterday, they did PGA picks and basketball picks. So make sure you tap in because literally it's like the last hour before you got to fill the lineup. So they're bringing the heat, and all you got to do is copy their lineups.
And there's going to be golf all the way up to like summer for real.
And it was so I thought it was just going to be a one-day thing, but we filled our lineups, and that's like throughout the 4-day tournament or whatever.
Yep, that's how it be.
Yep. I thought it was going to be just one day. They didn't make it clear, but it's probably better that way if they do it through the whole tournament anyways. Yeah, and Ed says, I watch him every day. Hell yeah, man. Got to get this money. And Big Kong says, this is not the intro we wanted. It's the intro we needed. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I made the phone call. Literally.
Yeah, and Antonio said the intro is straight fire. Hell yeah. Bogey's got the tunes in the back, and man, we got the guru of these fucking these edits, man, does his thing.
Yeah, he's like for real, low key, like hella dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if
it's because of him that I never want to make my own like intro again, because like I mean I know my intro's dope with like you know all the what's it called, all the plays and all that shit. I like the soundtrack. I'm more proud of like the soundtrack than I am versus the video editing part of it.
I mean, I think your intro's fire. You know what I mean? I like your intro a lot too because I mean it's well put together in my opinion, but it's also like, you know what I mean? Like it gives you extra time because of the length of it. You know what I mean?
We always need that extra time pre-show.
Yeah.
Yeah, what up, Chase? Jacksonville wants to interview Bill O'Brien. Shaking my head. I saw that shit.
Yana, come here.
That would just be, I mean, that would be pretty ridiculous.
I don't know what that is.
They're already fucked up over there. Better not bring in Bill O'Brien. Yeah, and Ed said you think the Cowboys play their starters on Saturday. So, some Cowboy news that we got so far. Trayvon Diggs, Jaron Kearse, their starting safety, and then Tony Pollard. They're all out on Saturday. They're not even traveling with the team. So that's two of their top like defenders. And now it's going to be like Anthony Brown or whatever his name is. He's going to be like the top cornerback. Like his ass is going to get roasted.
Devontae Smith about to burn his ass.
Oh yeah.
You know what though? I seen this funny ass shit today about Baby Diggs. They're saying he's the Jameis Winston of corner. What up, dude? He's the Jameis Winston of QBs because he's given up the most yards. I need to fact check this because it was a meme, but I'm not sure if this is true or not. But said he gave up the most yards, but he also has the most picks. So he's either taking one to the house for 6 or he's giving up 6.
Oh yeah, because we've seen it. I mean, he tries to jump the routes, is what it is. So I mean, when he's successful, but he's only got 11 picks on the year. There was a lot of times where he was unsuccessful at jumping the route, and it got taken, maybe not to the house, but definitely got taken for a grip of yards after the catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, Antonio said, "What up, little hustler, future champ?"
Yeah. That dude cracks me up, man. Your son's hilarious, dude.
Dion, what up, bro?
Yo.
Yeah, Dion said, yo.
That's what I said.
He can read.
Leroy, what up? Leroy said Packers going to take it easy on the Lions.
Fuck
I
no.
mean, not now. They're talking about starting Aaron Rodgers. What if he plays for 2 series and just gets him off to a 14-0 start with 2 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers?
I also heard that like they might try to get Bakhtiari out there. That could be why, because like you don't want this guy coming off an injury and his first snaps that he plays are in the divisional matchup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to get him a little bit of reps, man.
Yep.
Got to.
Sure. And Big Kong says the punt return legend Braxton Berrios placed on IR. Damn, I didn't see that he got placed on IR, but they said.
Hold on, let's not call. My problem's with calling him punt return legend. He did it one time.
Yeah, he's not the legend yet. I mean, you got to be able to beat out Devin Hester,
Yeah,
Dion.
bro.
I mean, those are the legends.
Even Corduroy Pippen got. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's a legend, but how about a waiver wire legend in 2022? That's for sure, because he definitely helped some people win some championships,
Oh, for sure.
including this guy.
Shout out to the Barrios Tacos, bro.
Yeah, man, I need to go back and get those again because that place, I can't remember who told me right off the top of my head. It was someone who's always up in here. Oh, it might have been Smokey the Cat told me about that place. Only like a mile or 2 away from my house. Fire Barrios Tacos.
I love Barrios Tacos, bro. I didn't think you know what I mean? Like, because that during quarantine, like, hell, you know, people started just grinding in every different way, right? And like, so my man's was selling these Barrios Tacos, bro. And that was the first time I ever had them joints. And then I bought it from like other places, and I'm like, damn, my man's just shitting on them. Like, I can only have it. And this dude, you just pull up to the crib too. You feel me?
Yeah.
Slinging tacos.
Yeah, and Antonio said Hester is the punt return champ for sure, and really just the return champ. For real. Like I remember, man, there was I still remember the 2006 Super Bowl
Yeah.
when it was Indy, when it
And
was Indy
Chicago.
versus wasn't it? Well, I mean, it was Indy and Chicago. I don't remember where it was.
It was Indy versus Chicago.
Yep.
And the very first play of the game,
The kickoff, not even the very first play, the kickoff. For those who don't think that's the first play of the game.
Technically, that's the first play of the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're right. Right on kickoff, though, the motherfucker, and they kick it right to him. I actually saw an interview of Tony Dungy where he was talking about, he was like, you know what? Like in the locker room, he's like, you know what? We ain't scared of Devin Hester. He's just one man. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna kick it right to him, and we're gonna let him know when we hit him hard. And then they kicked it right to him. He ran it back, and the coach was like, "Yeah, that was a good
Ousted." He was like,
that wasn't a good idea.
we're not kicking to him again. We're not kicking to him again. And I can even give you an example of when I kind of used. Well, it was back when I was coaching 13 and 14-year-olds in baseball, and it's when they start the real rules, leading off and it's pretty much the professional rules, minus things being a tiny bit shorter. And the team that we were going against, there was only one kid on the team who was like a superstar. There was a bunch of kids that were good, but there was one kid who was like, he may have been like the best in the league or whatever. And most of the times that we played him, I just intentionally walked him, just because, let the guy behind, do something.
The parents got hell mad.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, they did. And in the championship game, so they always had him hitting third. But for the championship game, they made him hit leadoff. And the only time he got a chance to hit the ball was the very first play of the game, and he got a single. And I clapped it up for him, and I was like, "Hope you're happy about that single. It's the only chance you're gonna get to hit the ball all game." And we walked him the entire game, and the guy after him, he could not get a hit to save his life.
See, and what's crazy? That's horror management. If you know that this kid can't hit, put someone else behind him.
Well, our team, we were filled with so every single game, we played this team 5 times in the season. Every single game, I used a different pitcher against them. And there was this one kid who they just could not hit. And so they already knew that he was coming because the game before that we played him, he shut him down with the 7-inning shutout or whatever. And he was just in the kid's head. They couldn't hit his curveball. They couldn't hit his fastball. And he pitched all 7 innings, just shut them all down. It was one of the ghetto ass kids too. There was 2 real ghetto kids on there.
He grew up throwing rocks, bruh.
They were the 14-year-olds on the team that had already smoked weed and shit because of their brothers.
For real. Yeah, I mean, the brothers over here telling them, "Don't throw your life away, bruh."
Smoke weed and that's it. Chase says, "How you feel about Leftwich in Jacksonville?" Leftwich hasn't really proved anything to me yet. Being the quarterback coach for Tom Brady, I don't know.
Leftwich he's new Adam Gase. Where Adam Gase made his hay with Peyton Manning, but what were you really doing? You know what I'm saying? Just like with I feel like Leftwich is a guy who can write things down for everybody. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
All right, take this down. We want big plays and we also want short plays. So we get Tommy's little New England feel, and then Bruce Arians coming, likes to go take big shots down the field. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not like Leftwich did all the math and was like, all right, now I have the perfect formula. Bruce Arians / a big game / short game. No. And I get it. This is such a con move. The owner, of the Jags, because he's like, man, he likes a draw. That's all he wants. He wants things that are a draw. That's why he signs Tim Tebow. That's why he signs Urban Meyer. You know what I mean? That's why the motherfucker is thinking about Leftwich, because he used to be the QB for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, it's this big homecoming. Yo, he's sorry as the QB for Jacksonville.
Yeah, man, Leftwich sucked. Get David Garrard. He was way better with Jacksonville than Leftwich ever was.
Even the blonde bomber himself, what's his name? The blonde bomber, bro. Blaine Gabbert, bro.
Oh,
And matter of fact, man, Blake Horribles, man. At least he took their team to the title game, bro.
That was fucking crazy. I mean, no matter what.
It was the defense and the run game. You know what I mean?
It was, but Blake Bortles, like, I remember I lost a championship because I didn't play him in the championship. And
he played the Niners. He played the Niners in 2017. I remember because I won a couple titles with him because I had Carson Wentz everywhere that year. So he was one of the QBs I pivoted to. You know what I mean? And yeah, he went crazy against my Niners for fantasy. But and that was the game we beat them. That was part of Jimmy's when he was going like the 5-game stretch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it was a high-scoring game. It was dope as fuck, I remember. And I was nervous about starting him. I had Nick Foles and I had Dak. So I had Wentz, and I picked up Foles, to replace him.
Yeah.
And I didn't start Bortles. Oh, I mean, I could have started him over either one, and I would have won. But I was debating on him and Nick Foles the whole time.
Nick Foles played the Raiders on Christmas on a Monday night. And, like, I pivoted to Nick Foles in one of my joints where I couldn't get Bortles, and I still won it. But in spite of him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was one. Okay, I never forget this. There was one I lost too. I was in 3 Super Bowls that year, and I lost one of them because I had I had Jake Elliott as my kicker. That's all I had left. And this guy had I had a lead. This dude had the Eagles defense. It comes down to the last play. Derek Carr throws a fucking pick 6. So now this guy's beating me by less than a point because that. And then. Because they have like a couple seconds left, they opt out from kicking the extra point. And I was fucking hot. I was like, just kick the fucking extra point.
It's even worse. It's even worse when it's on Monday, and like everyone's watching and like we need those points or whatever. Like,
and then dumbass Derek Carr throws a motherfucking pick 6, and then like it's basically a walk-off. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, they just don't kick the fucking extra point. Fucking pissed.
Fucking Derek Carr. Jack Jason, what up, bro? He said, yeah, I want my chip. Let's get it. Yeah. Appreciate all your help throughout the season. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we love hearing that shit, man. Congrats, champ. This is Champ Talk. Shout out to Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ.
And do not let fantasy football get away from you. I'm keeping the seasons going. All right, we got these NFL playoff leagues. We're about to draft on Monday. Like we already got 8 leagues that are very close to filled. There's only 2 leagues that haven't been filled up all the way. So make sure you go to fantasyfootballhustler.com. Go get signed up on Patreon to reserve your spot. $30 buy-in. Got to get in right now. There's only a few spots left. I don't know if I'm going to open up another league, or not, because we would need 12 more players. Donnie up in the building. What up, bro? Yeah, and Big Kong said, okay, waiver wire legend because he did help me win my championship. He's on IR with the quad injury. Yep.
Yeah, there's no reason to play him, even if it, you know what I mean? That's what, and here's the thing. Next year, it's sad because next year they probably going to address it and bring new people in, and like, maybe, I bet you Braxton Bears will end up in New England or some shit, bro. They like guys like that.
Probably. Shit, a guy who can return kicks, a guy who's going to come out of the slot, and pretty much do anything you tell him to.
That Edelman, Amendola,
Wes Welker.
Yeah, Wes Welker.
Shit. Yeah. Done it so many times with these guys.
Yeah, they take them from their division a lot of times too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I was surprised D.D. Westbrook didn't end up in New England this year. You know what I mean? Because he's one of them guys.
Yeah. Antonio said anyone would be better than the guy who kicks players. That's for sure. And he said Adam Gase. Fuck Adam Gase. Hell yeah.
Right. I'm telling you, bro. He's new Adam Gase, bro. He's a motherfucker that ain't proof shit, but somebody else. He made hay because of somebody else.
Yeah. And David P said, why would I get that $20 play? It could have been because you spin in the wheel every single day. I mean, you get like the XP or whatever the fuck they call it, but pretty much like experience points or whatever, and it just keeps building up and building up. And the more that you have, the more free tickets that you get into the cash games. I'm not sure. Maybe you won one day that was a $20 free play. I'm not sure. I wouldn't ask questions about that. I would just use that free ticket, get the money. And yeah, James says, what up from Florida? Week 18 league ship. Pittman, Higgins, Grayson, Aaron Jones, P. Ryan, or Daragumba Wallet.
What is he asking for? One?
One wide receiver and one running back. Damn. Colts have to win, so I don't know if I'm going to go with Dare, but I mean,
I
he's
like Pittman against the Jags.
I will, yeah, definitely rolling Pittman against the Jags.
And like if the goon doesn't get that garbage time touchdown last week, because they let him get that shit, bro.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Yeah, it would have been really ugly. I mean, he put up a deep 14 points in the PPR, but it was mainly because of that last touchdown run, because it was like a big one too. It was like a 30+ yarder or some bullshit.
Yeah, and I mean, going up against the Colts need to win to potentially even make the playoffs. They're not even a lock. Even if they win, I think they need some other people to lose as well.
Did I tell you that stat yesterday? That the last 5 home games for the Jags against the Colts, they're undefeated.
Yeah, that's a crazy ass stat. And Jags are at home, and it's the last game of the season.
And it's Carson Wentz he's the guy that's like, all right, he drops back thinking, who am I throw this pick to? You know what I mean? Yeah. He's always trying to throw the pick, bro.
And so I have no idea who has the tiebreaker between the Colts, the Chargers, and the Raiders. But if all 3 of those teams win, only 2 are still getting in.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yep.
If the Colts lose, the Raiders and the Chargers could miraculously tie. Both of them would get in. And they wouldn't play.
Well, you just said it. If the Colts lose, so if any of those 3 teams lose and the other 2 wins, like whoever wins is going to get in, because there's only 3 9-7 teams left, 2 playoff spots left.
You know what though? I'll go on the limb and say that the Colts are going to break this streak.
I mean, I think so too. I mean, if not even because of Carson Wentz, I think just because of their defense. I mean, their defense has been pretty solid, especially against the run.
You know what's weird? They're missing Leonard and all these other motherfuckers, Kenny Moore and et cetera, right, against the Cards, and then they beat them out. You know what I mean? Real good. Outplayed them. Then last week,
they get them all back.
They get everyone back, and they lose to the Raiders.
Yep.
It's fucking strange, bro. At home, and the Raiders are they have one of the worst. Well, I guess this was mostly with Chucky, but they have one of the worst road records, like in the past couple of years. So like, especially when I guess Midwest isn't that far, but I mean, I can't believe Indy dropped that one at home. That's crazy.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'll roll Pittman for the. I'm gonna roll Pittman for the wide receiver. Aaron Jones makes me nervous because what if they just pull him early? And Samaji, I mean,
I'll play Samaji.
I think that is the way to go. I mean, we know Mixon's not playing. I'm
surprised they're playing Samaji and they're not throwing Chris Evans fucking Captain America himself.
Well, I mean, we know it's going to be a split between those 2 guys. We don't really know how the split's going to be. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that we just don't know the way it's going to play out.
I like Samaji. I think it'll be 75% Samaji, just like it is with Mixon, but Mixon's like more so, like 80%, 85%. You know what I mean?
So you think Evans just going to be the change of pace guy?
Yeah, and I think this is a game. I mean, this is the replacements game. You know what I mean? Baker's not playing, so it's going to be the Queso. It's Queso, right? Queso Keenum?
I believe so. I don't think they've named the starter officially because I think he's still coming off of COVID too.
If it's my man Nick Mullins, we probably see a little bit more Evans because I think Nick Mullins can make it a game. If it's goddamn, and look at Nick Chubb. I mean, I know he got unlimited. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is a game that the Bengals still steamroll them.
Yeah, you got a cord in front of your screen.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go. JC Money Design in the building. What up, bro? Oh yeah, Sir Bong's a lot in the building. Perfect timing, right in time to smoke. Facebook user, what up, bro? He said, real talk, when the Niners beat the Rams, how do you feel about them playing Green Bay, Cowboys, Cardinals? You think they can make it to the Super Bowl? I think anyone that makes it to the playoffs this year has a legit shot to make it to the Super Bowl. It's all going to be about coaching and mistakes. Whoever makes more mistakes ain't making it past the first round.
And you got to remember, every team has another opponent too that they're fighting off. That's COVID, bro.
Yeah.
COVID can like flip the script on teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, like, I think to answer this question, though, I think the Niners could. I don't think we do, though, because Jimmy's hurt. Jimmy hurt right now. You know what I mean?
If it's got to be Lance or if it's Jimmy still playing with the whatever they said, the chip bone in his thumb or whatever, that definitely makes it to where that run game and the defense is going to have to dominate everything.
They are saying, if I saw footage earlier today, this motherfucker's throwing the ball at practice and shit.
I mean, he got a limited practice. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, they need to win. I mean, this week is important. You don't win, you probably ain't getting in. I mean, unless the Saints, fold as well too. But they got the Falcons.
So the Falcons, the last game they looked like the team was against the Saints. Since then, they've been on the drastic decline, and at this point, they're like at the bottom of the barrel now. You know what I mean? Like the decline can go no further. I think the Saints. I think they handle them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. The way their defense has been playing, and the way Atlanta's been sucking for sure.
Yeah.
And Jack Jason said, Joe Burrow clutch in my last 2 weeks. So hard, man. Hell yeah, dude. Anybody who had Burrow, I mean, if you were in it in the playoffs, you probably won a championship, at least competed for one.
He's, for fantasy, I put him in the categories of motherfuckers like Andrew Luck. I put him in the categories of motherfuckers like Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Like
Jackson that year that he killed it.
Yep. I mean, Brady this past 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, really, for fantasy purposes, Brady been that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's dope. Like, I mean, because look at Allen, too. Allen, I mean, if he's not rushing the ball, you know what I mean? Or, like, look at Hurts. He ain't really throwing the pill as much as but, he's running. Like, Burrows, he's shredding, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he kind of sucked in week 15. I mean, that's the only knock that you could use against him. He didn't even put up 15 points. So hopefully people
I think that was a big Joe Mix. Who did they play week 15?
Denver.
Okay, yeah. That was the ugly game on both. It was really ugly.
It was really ugly because Mixon didn't really do shit that week either. And so if you were able to survive or if you had a first round bye or something, I mean, I don't know if there was a better QB to play in the playoffs than Burrow. I mean, shit, both games he put up over 40 points. One game 4 touchdowns, 500 yards. The other game 4 touchdowns, 450 yards. Like balling.
Mighty Joe Young.
Oh yeah. And Facebook user just wondering if I should pick up my Niners players in the upcoming draft. I mean, you always want to have some Niners, on your squad. I mean, but you got to guess right with the running backs.
Okay,
I mean,
this is who you get. We never reach on the running backs, but I still think Elijah Mitchell will be a nice value. I see him being like a 3rd round guy. You know what I mean? Maybe 4th round if we're lucky.
Yep. Where's Debo gonna go? He's gonna be the highest Niners.
Debo's gonna go. He's gonna get overdrafted because Lance is gonna make a difference. Of like, unless all of a sudden Lance has the crazy report, right? But here's what I would do. I just get Lance next year. You know what I mean? He's like Lance fits the criteria of the, dare I say, for fantasy purposes, the Lamar Jacksons, the Kyler Murrays, even the Josh Allens, because he's gonna have the rushing threat. You know what I mean? He's not gonna be like Deshaun Watson, where like Deshaun Watson can actually shred the field. You know what I mean, with his arm.
Yep.
Lance, we're looking at Lance. We look to Lance as being like a 700+ yard rusher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And David P said if I have some people that might want to play super draft, I would send them through you, right? So what you should do if I was you, I mean, you're already playing, but if you sign up as a coach, you're able to get your own link. People can sign up under you, and then
you can make the bread,
and then you can get the extra money from bringing on, your friends to play. So it costs $40 for the entire year to be a coach. So I mean, you got to throw out the 40, but I mean, if you get a couple people to sign up right away, I mean, you'll make that 40 back like probably within the month.
Yeah, and make sure you tell motherfuckers to sign up for their hundo because so they can really enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and someone like David, I mean, he started off on the 20, then jumped up to the 50, then got up to the 100. So, I mean, that's the way to go. I mean, if you want to start off smaller just cuz, but you already know how it is. That 100's where it's at.
Hey, is that Dave, the tree guy?
No, it's not.
Okay. No, yeah, because my joint came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, my little device. I just haven't opened the package yet. But it said, because my girl was like, oh, there's a package in the front. I go grab it. It said, oh, God. I was like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is it right here.
Hell yeah. I've been so busy the last couple days paying out these winners and getting the playoffs league set up. I literally haven't had a second to crack it open yet, but I'm going to after the show.
Yeah, I need to ask for
you'll see me using it.
Right? I'm excited to use that thing. We put flour in it, right?
Yeah. You just grind it up, and then it's got the little sticks that you put it in, and I don't know exactly how to do it. I saw David doing it. Super, super easy. You just got to know the right way to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, Jared, what up, bro? He said, bro, we not about to let not Lana come at us sideways. I know, man. I think there's going to be a huge whooping on the Falcons.
Yeah, and they're about to destroy the Falcons, bro. Like, I'm hoping this serves as a reverse jinx, because I would love for don't get it wrong, I would love for us to get an easy walk into and let the Saints lose, and we're just in there. But I mean, even in fantasy, I don't look at like, oh, I need this guy to lose so I can get. I don't look at it like that. Like, we need to win. We have our destiny in our hands. We win, we're in. That's all. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Oh yeah, and Jared said, "What a sweet little Bogard." Hashtag Who Dat Nation.
Yeah. And it's funny because she, like, man, all my kids look like me, but she looks exactly like me. This one, her and my son, it's an uncanny. Except my son has my girl's forehead though. My girl got a giant ass forehead. She got one of them 5 heads. You know what I mean?
You got one of the Peyton Mannings.
Yeah, no. Manning is like a 7 head.
He's all the way back, and we don't even know where his hairline begins and where it ends.
Manning's is like an 11 head. Do you remember? Did you ever used to watch Oddville back, or not Oddville? The Head, the cartoon. Okay, it was this dude. He had this super elongated head, right? Because there was an alien that fucking lived inside of it, and then whenever like this dude would get pissed, his head would split open, and this alien would come out and fucking kill everyone.
Ha.
And then it would jump back in his dome, and it like the head. That shit was pretty weird. I remember watching that shit as a kid. Check it out.
And Jared said she needs the red shades, baby size though.
Yeah. Right.
Let's see. Facebook user, what up, bro? He said, want it to be the shit. Lance is playing in the playoffs to win the Super Bowl. The first QB to win the Super Bowl as a rookie, and all they got to do. I think wrong is wrong, and the game they might have a chance. and then he said, "Damn, fucked up speaker, messing up my words." I think we know what you mean, though. We know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what, bro? I'll tell you this much. It would if it's Jimmy this week, it's still going to be a ton of packages with Lance in there.
Yeah,
we might even see packages with both of them in there, and he hands the ball off to Lance type of shit. You know what I mean?
Or a short pass to his ass, I guess. Maybe some kind of pitch or something.
Here's another thing. If it is Lance, and we can get into the playoffs with Lance, bruh, the lack of film and the shit that Shanahan has in the cut. Like, you don't even break out the playoff book till you're in the playoffs. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like, he got the crazy motherfucking mobile QB playbook just ready with all the read options and the RPOs. He's ready to pull that shit out. And you know what I mean? For that first game, bro, we might get to the next round easy. This reminds me of like when we had Kaepernick. We go from Alex Smith to Kaepernick, and we have this magical ride to the Super Bowl. Nobody can fucking figure us out until the Ravens had the 2 weeks, to game plan for us. You know what I mean? And then even then, they, you know what I mean? Like, they held him down for a good amount of the game, but then once he got loose, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
that defense was just, I mean, the defense was legit on both sides, but when you got Ray Lewis leading the troops, and it's going to be his last year, and I mean, it was just a crazy story.
I have a theory that Ray Lewis sold his soul to the devil.
He may have.
But this was like way before that though. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean going back to 2000.
yeah, he was like, please just get me off this thing. Then I feel like he over preaches God. I'm like, what God do you speak of? And you look at his eyes, he's got the beady eyes, like he's crazy, he's got a little crazy in him.
I mean, shit, he was about to never play football again and go down for like a double murder. Like, and even though it wasn't him, I mean, even just the conspiracy, you know, or whatever the fuck they would call it, because he would not get up in the trunk.
Wasn't he hiding in the trunk when the cops came or something like that?
I have no idea. It was funny. Yeah. You ever fuck with Neil Brennan? You seen his show on Netflix?
Nah, but I was just about to bring up the Kings of Comedy when Steve Harvey's bit. He's like, Ray, what's in the trunk?
You gotta watch Neil Brennan. So Neil Brennan's the dude who wrote Half Baked with Dave Chappelle and all that shit.
Yeah,
and he's going
I'm very aware of Neil Brennan. He's tight, bro. His stand-up is good.
So funny. I don't even want to butcher it, but he was like, man, you teach these guys to play football, you know, and it's always like football, smash. And like, you know, and then guy like Ray Rice, you know, he's like, gets into the beef with his wife and he's like, football. And he's like, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to do football on this play. And then he was like, shit's so bad. Even Ray Lewis, you know, you win the championship. I'm like, all right, Ray, we'll give you one.
Real talk. Hey, Neil Brennan, he suffers from depression, right, for a long time. And and he's an advocate for this therapy. They use ketamine.
Yeah.
And this fool, so he goes to the clinic and just gets fucking loaded, dude. And he's never done like psychedelics or anything like that before. And this is like, you know, this is medical grade shit here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And and he's not depressed no more. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, fucking loves it, man. It's crazy to hear that story. And like, it's I mean that's what's cool about his stand-up, because he calls it the 3 mics.
Yeah, that third mic, it always made me feel sad for him, right? Because if that was the bad shit, right? He'd go to the third mic and he'd be like, yeah, you know, all the sad stuff in his life, and I'm like, but it was kind of funny too, though. Like, I'd be the one guy, you know, everyone's not really laughing when he's on that third mic because, you know, it's some harsh shit he's talking about. But
he figured out how to make some punchlines in there. And I mean, he's dealing with depression, you know, I mean, every kind of mental illness, it doesn't matter. But people in the hood, I mean, I don't know, we were just taught to deal with depression a little bit easier, and having friends die and shit when you're still like teenager, you know, shit like that. Like, we're just a little desensitized to things like that.
Hey, you ain't lying, man. Like, it's so crazy because, man, right when you said that, I just started thinking all the homies that day, man. Rest in peace to all the homies, man. You know what I mean? Yeah,
one of my homies, when I was like 13 years old, this motherfucker got taken out to the Indian reservation and buried out there.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what? I'm not. He must have screwed somebody over.
I mean, all I know is he really got into the crystal thing, you know, back then. Like, he was like 1 or 2 years older than me, so he was like 14 or 15, like at the time. So we were all still real young as shit. But yeah, he was all sucked up at 13. Like, he was already hardcore into it. So who the hell knows what he was doing? But it's literally him and a friend who was rolling with him. Like, these motherfuckers got taken out to the Indian reservation and never seen again. Except, I mean, we read about it in like the newspaper and shit, but like, that's how crazy it was.
Damn. Hey, you know, don't fuck with tweakers, man. They're crazy, man. They'll take you out and bury you.
Yeah, over some small shit too.
Over a 20 shot.
Devin in the building. What up, bro? Yeah, Federico said Pittsburgh Steelers are still alive. All right. So for those who didn't hear, you got Deontay Johnson getting activated off COVID reserve. So he was one of the vaccinated players. I guess he didn't test positive, and he's back at it. He only missed like 1 or 2 days of practice, too.
He'll be back to dropping passes in no time.
DeAndre drops in. He's coming back.
Hey, he does work. For real, though. But it's just funny because, like, people, you know, his drops are so polarizing that you forget that he's still hella dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I want to even go see like who are the drops.
Look at his numbers, bro. His numbers are good. Like, he's good. I mean, you know, not the negative stats. Like, his positive stats are dope.
Oh yeah. And let's see
like
here.
What were we just talking about? He's like receiver 7 on the year.
Yeah, he's top 10.
I remember I had him at 12. I had him 12 overall in my rankings to start the year. And I remember, people were like, "Dang, you're bold, man." I'm like, "I'm bold?" I'm like, I wasn't bold enough, I guess. Oh, yeah,
23. Okay, so there's out of the 23, like the drops leaders in the NFL, he's not even in the top 23. And like I don't even know
24?
No, so they only have they have it up to 12, and there's a grip of people tied at 12 with 5. But no one would think that Jamar Chase was the drops leader in the NFL, but he was 9.
Wow.
Keenan had 8. Here you go. Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore and Deebo Samuel tied at 3rd with 7. Damn, how about this? Saquon Barkley, Claypool, Jared Cook, Najee Harris, Tyreek Hill, Alvin Kamara, all tied at 6th place with 6 drops.
The Devil.
And then here we go to round it out. A.J. Brown, Stephon Diggs, Evan Ingram. Damn, for Evan Ingram not playing, he still ends up as a drops leader. Lenny Fournette, Russell Gage, Josh Jacobs, Justin Jefferson, Van Jefferson, Tyler Johnson, Travis Kelce, Cole Kmet, and Jalen Waddle all tied for 12th with 5.
It's funny that Tyler Johnson is on there because that's probably why Brady was like, "Fuck this guy."
No. On the Jets. So maybe it's not. Is it what? Isn't it Tyler Johnson on the Jets too? Let me go.
Tyron Johnson.
Tyron Johnson. That's what it is. Tyron.
Yeah,
Johnson.
I think Tyron Johnson is the one I'm talking about on the Bucks.
Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, and then Ty Johnson.
Ty Johnson. That's what it is. Ty Johnson on the Jets. There we go. Couldn't remember what his first name was.
I hope they didn't count it as a drop when Zach Wilson just threw it right at the back of his
That'd be fucked up. The one that hit him in the back.
Yeah.
And David P said, "I think about playing that $20 ticket this Sunday. What the heck do I play though? Just play the main slate. Play the main slate. They always got the $20 ones.
What state is he in? He's good to play the cash ones, right?
I think, yeah, he's already been playing some cash games before, so I'm assuming so. I forget what state he's in, though. And Antonio said, somehow Mark Sanchez almost brought my Jets to the Super Bowl. Shit, I think that was the Darrelle Revis. The defense was...
Yep. And it was all veteran. It was a veteran-ready team. You know what I mean? And here's this youngster. All he had to do was just, hold the wheel. You know what I mean?
And then what? They had LT in 2009 and 2010 too. So man, having LT for sure.
Yeah, they had back-to-back AFC title game appearances, right?
Yeah, and I think I can't remember if it was both times that they beat the Chargers, but I remember one of them. It was from a missed kick. The Chargers were about to make a kick that was going to send them to that championship game, and Nate Kading or whatever, he fucking missed it.
So much pressure, man.
Yeah, we always made jokes about it, call the suicide hotline for him, because I don't know if anyone missed more big kicks than Nate Kading. Like that dude he couldn't get right.
What's sad, it's not his fault. It's the curse of the Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers have been cursed since the beginning. They're going to stay cursed too. They're never winning a Super Bowl. It's because of the front office, though. They just make horrible decisions.
That is a trend where it's like whenever an owner dies, and then now you have the kids. Like if there's no clarity, I guess if, who's gonna run it, and that shit just gets in the way of actual football biz. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's always people who shouldn't be controlling things just because of whatever, inheriting some shit. Don't they just get it? You hire a good GM, you hire a good coach, you let the professionals do their thing. And Jared said, so future, here will the 49ers pivot to Lance in general or even as their franchise QB? Yeah, we didn't trade up all that for nothing. And, he got his year to sit. I mean, we did try. He's extremely raw. I think an entire offseason is going to be good for him. And this experience, he might get the experience already. You know what I mean? I'm saying immediately. We don't know if Jimmy's going to play, and this is a big game here. You know what I mean? I think that's why they're trying to get Jimmy back. But say we do win and we get to the playoffs, and what if Jimmy's not able to go? You know what I mean? This is, it's a big spot for a young kid, and I think he has a whole season under his belt now. So the game planning, everything, his understanding of the playbook, it should all be good for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you've said it before that you think Jimmy might still be there and might be like, a mid-season trade like next year or whatever. I mean, the way that Lance performs over these next couple games, I mean, I'm not saying it could be like, Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick type thing, but I mean, it's all about riding that hot hand.
Okay, so check this out. This could be an off-season thing too, before before the actual year comes up, the football year. I think it starts in June, right?
Yeah.
So I think we'll trade him before June, and I'm starting to dig the Saints idea. I'm starting to dig the Minnesota idea. Like if they move on from or if Cousins gets, does Cousins have one more year? I could have swore he was up. I think he has one more year actually. And all year I've been saying Kirk Cousins is going to move.
Let's see.
Yeah. Either way, I mean Jimmy, it's just got to be spots to trade him to. You know what I mean? New England. If I'm gonna tell you this much, if we let Jimmy go, this is why we got to trade him. If you go right back to New England, just back up Mac Jones. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So 2022 is his contract year for Cousins, so he's probably still going to be there this year.
Yeah. So he has he has this one last year there. I mean, maybe if the Aaron Rodgers thing doesn't work out, I can see the Steelers maybe possibly trading for Jimmy. Like Jimmy's a guy that just needs to hand the ball off, and action and shit. Like he's a system QB.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
and David, man, I don't even know who the hell to play as of right now. I want to wait. Like that's going to be a Sunday morning thing. We are going to be streaming, so don't forget. We'll be here talking about some super draft lineups. I'm also doing the what's it called? The Darius Leonard signed jersey giveaway. So that'll be that's another reason to tap in on Sunday morning. And let's see. And Antonio said I would use it on basketball lineup and follow. Yep. Follow JC Money channel for the lineups. Yep. He's always talking about them.
The beard knows all.
Yeah. And Coach Craig too. I mean, that guy's a savage. He's been winning a grip of money. And he's always posting in the chats and shit. I'm like, man, who is this motherfucker over here killing it? And luckily, it was one of the people who JC Money, signed up and wants to get into YouTube and content creation and all that. So,
yeah, that's dope, man. The coach, he speaks the language.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's see some other news that we got. Antonio Brown is officially a free agent, cleared waivers. And I don't know, for anyone who didn't see the interview that he did this morning on damn it, what the hell was that? Let me see if I could find it.
Rich Eisen.
Okay, yeah. What's their podcast called?
I don't know what the pod is called, but I know isn't it the Rich Eisen show?
Let me see.
I'm gonna go put it down.
No, it wasn't the Rich Eisen show. It was Full Send Podcast. That's what it was. Full Send Podcast. And so he said that he wouldn't even do a team injustice. He said he can't even do shit with his ankles right now. Says his ankles are fucked. So maybe there was some truth, behind him just getting pissed over being played when his shit wasn't right yet. All right, let's see. And how about some other news for this week? We got the Bears. They're starting Andy Dalton, and Nick Foles is going to be the backup. So for those who didn't hear, what's his name? Justin Fields was put on COVID reserve. I believe it was Wednesday, so it wasn't. I don't know if he was vaccinated or not, but they ruled him out pretty quick. Let's see. And yeah, Antonio said I could see him possibly going to the Cardinals, but maybe not after hearing that. Yeah, his ankles are fucked right now. Like, I don't think he's going to get picked up. Because if he's really being serious, I mean, unless this is all like smoke screens, just to kind of fuck over the Bucks or try to sue them or something.
Who does the full send? That's like a Jersey thing.
I have no idea. I cannot. I don't know the names. I've never fucked with them before. Let's see. For the Cardinals, since you mentioned the Cardinals, good transition, Antonio. Chase Edmonds is out on Sunday. He ain't playing. Haven't heard any news about James Conner yet.
I saw somewhere that what is it? I think this might be gamesmanship though. That they said that he's on track to play.
Connor?
Yeah.
Let's
little man's here, huh? Hold on. Hey, I'll tap back in like 2 minutes.
All right, sounds good. All right, let's see what happened with the injury report. Let's see, where is he at? Okay, so James Conner limited in practice all week. He missed 1 day of practice last week, and then we was limited in those other 2, and he still ended up missing last week. So we shall see. We shall see. And how about for the Ravens? Okay, Lamar Jackson is not going to play this week. Tyler Huntley is going to be the starter versus the Steelers, and we'll see what he can do. Probably better for the Ravens, anyways. And but let's see, the Ravens, are they completely out at this point? So I don't know 100% if the Ravens are out. I mean, if they win, it brings them to 9-8. So they would need a handful of teams to lose. I mean, they would need the Chargers to lose, the Raiders to lose, and the Colts to lose. And they got to beat the Steelers. And who knows if they even have the tiebreaker over any of those teams. So this just might be a game, it just might be a bullshit game either way. Let's see. For the Bucks, all right, they got some players out here. We got Shaq Barrett officially out. Jason Pierre-Paul officially out. Ronald Jones officially out. Let's see how their injury report is shaping out this Friday. Let's see. Mike Evans was a full go, so I'm assuming he's going to play. Let's see who else we got on here. Keyshawn Vaughn, okay, full go at practice all week. So Keyshawn Vaughn might be the dude. Oh, Keyshawn. Oh, Keyshawn. And let's see, and who else we got? Okay, so we got the Texans. They've extended Rex Burkhead through 2022. The Texans freaking love Rex Burkhead. Oh my gosh. He's been doing solid. I mean, I still don't know. I still don't know what to think of it. I mean, I guess they're just locking him up, for the cheap before they could, before someone else swoops him or, before the season's officially over. It's really all that I can think. All right. Let's see if any other news came in. Let Bogey get a chance to get back here. And shit. No other news as of now. And been putting off the smoking the whole time because my throat still hurts a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna get this Amura. How do I say that? Amura. But yeah, we got a dope ass new contraption here, new vaporizer. I can't wait to officially try this. And super excited. I mean, look at this packaging, man. Oh, it's green, so I mean, it's kind of messing up here a little bit. But pretty dope fucking packaging. I mean, straight up like an iPhone, like pretty dope. It's got a dope ass charger. It comes with these sticks that we got to use, and you put your flour in the sticks. So it's super dope. It is not. Yeah, this is gonna be dope. I cannot wait to try this out. And let's see. All right. Got the old herb iron going. Let's get it rolling. Shit, Antonio said Jets will have 2 top 10 picks. I'm hyped for this offseason. Hell yeah, bro. Where do you think they go with those picks? I mean, their defense is pretty solid, but man, if you get a defender with one of those picks, get like a cornerback or something, because I know the cornerbacks, that's kind of one of the weaker positions. Maybe offensive linemen, with one of the other ones. Where do you think they go? I mean, they don't really have a reason to go running back. I mean, you can always go wide receiver. They don't need a quarterback. We know that much. Yeah, where do you think they go with those picks, Antonio? I'm curious to see what you think. And how about let me just bring up the let's bring up the draft order. Let's see. Nice. Yeah, hoping for a cornerback and O-lineman. There's a couple good cornerbacks too that JC Money was telling me about. And let's see. So as of right now, we got the Jags at number 1. We got Detroit, number 2. Houston, number 3. The Jets, number 4. Giants, number 5. Panthers, number 6. Jets, number 7 that they got from the Seahawks. Giants, number 8. They got that from the Bears. And then we got, with the strap too. Washington at number 9. Falcons at 10. Denver at 11. Browns at 12. Vikings at 13. Eagles at 14, the pick that they got from the Dolphins. The Saints at 16, Baltimore 17, or 16, Baltimore 17, Raiders 18. And that's pretty much all that is locked in as of right now, at least pending these week 18 games.
Right.
So, Antonio said he's hyped for the offseason because the Jets got 2 top 10 picks.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up, Joe. What is it, Douglas?
Yeah, they better
is
not.
It Douglas? Is that his name, the GM, Joe Douglas?
I think so. Man, you're more on the GMs and the coaches than me.
I'm on it all.
And Antonio said, I'm hoping for a cornerback and an O-lineman. Those were 2 of the positions that I said right off the bat. And maybe you could sprinkle in a receiver in there if they get the right person. Maybe a safety, but that's probably more of a round 2 pick anyways.
Yeah.
But if you can get a top tier cornerback, because that there's probably going to be, there's one dude that JC Money was telling me about. He's not even ranked as the top cornerback in the league. This motherfucker has not given up 1 touchdown in his entire college career.
How many targets has he gotten?
I have no idea.
Because sometimes those could be skewed. Is he getting heavily targeted? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because that seems like a guy, like if I'm game planning, I'd be like, listen, this guy gives up no touchdowns. We're not even throwing his way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially maybe first 2 years or whatever, maybe he's getting a lot of targets. But after 2 years of someone being in college, because I think he's a 4-year guy. You would just avoid him after a certain point. I mean, you just play the numbers.
I mean, hopefully he played his way into the league, into the combine this year. You know what I mean? Because he, like you said, 4 years. I don't know about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That guy's like a 3rd rounder to me, just by age already.
Well, I guess cornerback's
crazy?
one of the hardest positions to translate to the NFL, though.
Yeah, I mean,
because if you come out early and you do some CJ Henderson shit, coming out being a 1st rounder, and then you just get roasted. CJ Henderson might not even be in the NFL in a year or 2, being a 1st rounder.
I mean, he got the M's. He got that 1st round bag.
Yeah, hell yeah. And he said the Jets will select a quarterback with the 4th pick, and then trade one.
I swear to God, I was gonna say that. I mean, watch they fuck around and be like, you know what? We need to spice it up. We need some competition in our fucking quarterback room. We're gonna draft one. They wouldn't do that.
And we're gonna release Joe Flacco, and then maybe we'll re-sign him again in October.
You know what's funny about that is the Jets they're not that far away from doing the same exact thing. It was Bryce Petty and do you remember the other guy? It was Bryce Petty. Antonio, put it in the chat. Who was the 2 young QBs they had before Darnold came in there? It was Bryce Petty and Chad something.
Did they Chad Pennington? Still him?
It was Bryce Petty. Is it Chad Pennington? Chad?
Antonio, no. Fuck. Smoking is killing right now.
I'm about to light up.
I gotta bust out this new toy. Try it out. Oh yeah, there we go. David Pete said, "Yeah, it's free $20. See what you're thinking, Antonio. But the red zone is $20K for first. Yeah, definitely use it on those ones because you could just go crazy with that free one. Take all the risks, take all the shots. Week 18 is gonna be fucked up, anyways." I said some weird name. Do you remember what year are you talking about, Bogey? Let me Google it.
Man, it's not even the point. Now it's funny because I do that too much. I just start thinking out loud. We're gonna go down. I think we were talking about kickers for like 10 minutes the other day.
Didn't even matter.
I'm like, I know. I'm just saying. I take us down these holes.
It doesn't matter. We already got rid of all the news for the day. The only ones that you didn't hear were the Bucks. They ruled out Shaq Barrett, Ronald Jones, and Jason Pierre-Paul already. And then the Texans extended Rex Burkhead through 2022.
Look at that! Shout out to Sexy Rexy, man. That just means they're probably going to draft. They're going to hit the draft, and we're going to see this nice mixture of veterans and youngsters next year.
Yeah,
and I think they're going to move in with Judge Davis Mills Lanes, who's going to be like my favorite. He's probably going to be like one of my favorite third QBs in a super flex next year. You know what I mean?
What up, Chase? He said the leagues are filling up. Is this for the playoffs or next season? For the playoffs leagues. Yeah, next season, the first Dynasty League is going to start somewhere in February after the Super Bowl, and probably going to do between 3 and 5 dynasties. It just depends on how much interest there is, but I know we're all addicted to it, so it's probably going to be 3 dynasties starting.
And then the motherfucking draft will happen. Then we'll do the rookie drafts for all the Dynasty leagues, I'd imagine, right?
Yep. Yeah. So it all depends. If we do the draft, like if we start the draft before the rookie draft, there's 2 separate drafts. It's going to be one where it's just vets, and then the second one is going to be the rookie draft. And those ones get crazier too, because so the way that I do it, the way that you have to draft your draft pick for the rookies. Like that's how it works with this one. It's not just going to be like reverse order. We keep a gangster around here. So
what about all the picks that I traded for and stuff like that?
What?
What about like the future?
Well, you didn't get into one where we had a separate one. So this was only for, I want to say maybe the first 3 leagues or 4 leagues that we started drafting before the draft. But so the way that it works, it's the only league that has kickers involved in it. But the kickers are really your placeholders for the draft. So there was someone who they drafted the first overall rookie, maybe it was somewhere in the 2nd round or somewhere in the 3rd round. You know, and like whoever kicks it off, you got the 101. Next person to draft a kicker, you got the 102, and then 103, and so on.
A kicker?
The kicker is the placeholder for your draft pick, is what it is.
Wow. So someone fucked around and pulled up a kicker in what round? The 2nd round?
Well, yeah, but the only reason that there's kickers in there is because it's the placeholder for the rookie draft pick.
Oh, that's what you
So if you because there's a whole bunch of people looking at there. Why the fuck are kickers drafted in the 2nd and 3rd and 4th round and shit? And they're like, how come someone drafted like 3 kickers in the first like 6 rounds? They're like, that guy's a dumbass. But it was really just someone who went with the progressive struggle.
That guy's a dumbass.
But that's what it's a little bit different because I don't like doing the rookie draft where it's just like reverse order of like the draft or whatever. I like putting in the extra strategy of where you have to draft your draft picks.
Okay, because I do like the traditional joint, and that's how the Dynasty League I'm in is, right?
Year after year, that's how it's going to work. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So it's only for the couple of leagues that we start drafting before.
Yeah, I think I got like the 6th. What do I got? I think I had like the 5th or 6th pick overall this year, right? In that draft. I remember we were going over it.
Something like that. I can't even remember.
Yeah. And I got some picks too. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Yep. So Chase, if you want to still get in the playoff leagues, definitely hit me up. I mean, you're already a YouTube member, so just shoot me a DM. Just go to fantasyfootballhustler.com. Shoot me a DM on Twitter, on Facebook, or on what did I say? Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Those are the best 3. But as of right now, unless we get like a crazy amount of other people who want in, There's really only 3 spots available in 2 leagues, but there's one person who one person's kind of ghosting. He hasn't sent his email or anything, so he might get replaced. And yeah, there may be some people who don't pay in time.
Oh, you know who he wants in? And I'll probably join it if he wants in too. It's Steezy. He wants to join the Dynasty League. And so does my man Tony Tucker. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nice. We're definitely gonna have multiple Dynasty leagues starting. I'm still keeping it the same.
I don't mind doing another one too, bro. Dynasty is fun, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad I didn't get into Dynasty till like this stage of my fantasy like fandom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's gonna be like there's some redraft leagues that I'm not even gonna do again, you know, and like this year I'm gonna be like real particular on the leagues that I joined, because I joined a couple random ones. Some of them were for charity or whatever, but the leagues didn't end up being fun because they weren't good commissioners.
You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'm only doing like the Dream to Walk charity shit.
Yeah,
like if like next year if we bring that league back, that's probably the only one I do. That's you know what I mean.
It will come back, and I think you know, I mean, we'll probably just get rid of it.
And we gotta go to sleeper, and we're going to sleeper with that.
Yeah. Especially like we do it for Adam Rank, and I don't even know why he said that he wanted to do it on there, and then he was
lying. I think he was like being sarcastic, probably.
I mean, I don't know if he was or not, because I was being sarcastic and I was like, oh yeah, the NFL, it's the best app, you know, Sleeper's a close second. He was like, you don't have to say that. And like, he didn't say Sleeper is better, but he was like, come on, man, you don't got to blow smoke up my ass.
Sleeper's that shit, bro.
Yeah, they got a couple things that they need to change, and hopefully they change them in the off season, because I want to be able to move my vampire leagues over there as well. Yeah, I don't even want to have any leagues on Yahoo anymore. Your league was cool because I was never in that league before. So it's not like I'm playing the same fucking, you know, what's it called? Same, you know, schedule fucking every year after year. But
I mean, you know what's a bitch is that like it just notifies everyone whenever we do anything, right? Because it's like why
go to sleeper?
No, but I'm saying like if just to push the randomize on the schedule, you know what I mean? Like, do I have to have motherfuckers witness that? Like, it has to be a thing. Like, people have to witness you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And there was even one year where I told people, I was like, all right, I'm randomizing this 3 times. I'm not just doing it once. I'm doing it 3 times to keep it extra random. And the extra random just fucked me. I ended up having the worst schedule in that league, and I was like, man, fuck this randomizing shit. Like,
hey, listen, man, the fantasy gods, they just always put me on the harder route. I swear to God, it always happens like that. Like, you know what was crazy? Even in the hard to start league, right? Like, I was just like, damn, like I'm just playing everyone stacked all the time. Like, you were like the only one that when I played where it was like I got an alley-oop. It was like fucking because you didn't have Kelsey, and I was like, fucking wow, this never really works in my favor, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because Kelsey's definitely the one who got me to week 16 in that league.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. And Antonio said, nah, bro, ESPN is the best fantasy league. Yeah.
I'm just going to take him as saying that I think he's sarcastic.
He is being sarcastic.
Okay,
he hates ESPN.
I hate ESPN.
He knows that I hate it too. And
I played ESPN for the first couple of years. I remember this was annoying, right? Because in my home league, until one day where I was like, I'm the commissioner, fuck that. Like we were doing like if whoever was the champ was commish. You know what I'm saying? And then they got to choose the platform. So it was like, you know what I mean? And so this guy, he won, and he first year we played on ESPN, so he kept it there. And then the next guy won, and then he was like, well, what does everyone want? And then everyone's like, just keep it on ESPN. I was the only one like, fuck ESPN, dog. Yeah. Like that shit was so whack.
The last time I played on ESPN, it was with a bunch of randoms not randoms. I knew them from high school, but I hadn't talked to them in a while. And Arian Foster's brother was in the league. And I was like, oh shit, maybe Arian will be in the league too. Who knows?
His brother named Darian?
No, it's like Abdul or something like that. But that would have been hilarious if it was like, yeah, Darian Foster. There we go. Antonio did the research. You guys find his name. It was Christian Hackenberg.
There you go.
I knew
and Petty were so trash.
They don't even have Christian Hackenberg listed like on Google when I looked it up and I was like 2016.
I said Chad. I knew it was something with a CH type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Christian.
They have the QBs listed in 2016. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Bryce Petty, Geno Smith, and then 2017, Josh McCown, Bryce Petty. And they don't even have Hackenberg listed on here. Like, I'm sure if I went farther in, down the rabbit hole versus just looking at the Google page, but
the reason I remember Christian Hackenberg, because I remember there was a preseason game and he threw the ball at the side, and he overthrew the guy so bad, but he damn near hit the coach. It was like, and he was just like, "Oh my bad." Like it was funny. I'm like, this guy sucks.
And David P says, which is the best league? So I play in so many different leagues. I actually I don't even know. My favorite though is the 2 QB plus Superflex league, because it literally here's your draft. Boom, just throw it on its face, because everything is fucking different. Like the running backs probably aren't even the most important. They're probably the least important position in that league. And because in all of these leagues, I made sure to get 4 quarterbacks within my first maybe 7 picks, 8 picks or whatever. I shot myself in the foot at other positions, but I won 3 out of those 4 leagues.
I love the classic super flex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Super flex.
How many wide receivers? That's always
I like a 3 wide receiver set, 2 running backs, 2 flex. Just like how I do I do all my leagues like that.
Yeah.
All my super flex leagues like that. You know what I mean? I mean, team defense, I'm not opposed to it as you know what I mean, all the way, but I am probably gonna check team defense and just go straight IDPs. You know what I mean? But I also dread, that's one of the leagues I dread the most every year is Steamboat's league, because it's fucking 8 IDP or 9 IDPs or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
And everyone knows their shit in that league.
Yeah,
right?
and then the kicker. Yeah, this is fucking. So I've been in this league for 5 years now, but this league's been going on for about 12 or 13 years. You know what I mean? And it's always been super flex with all the IDPs, and it's the same guys. It's funny because this is all my poker buddies. It's just you know what I mean? I don't play poker anymore because motherfucker, you know what I mean? What the fuck? I don't understand the concept anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know. I understand how I used to win so much money, but I just be faded and ballsy. You know what I mean? Just flush down to the fucking river and hit. The motherfuckers be hot.
But yeah, David, if I could say which league is the best, it's definitely leagues that have IDP involved, for sure. I mean, it makes it to where 1 or 2 people can't win a game for you or a championship for you. You got to really have a full roster.
I love my keeper league because it's 500, and these motherfuckers, these are my boys. You know what I mean? This is my brothers for real, and this shit hurts so bad to everybody. I remember Steamboat hit me. He's like, fuck, dog. He got the week 16 Cook and Travis Kelce shit in that league because he has Cook and Kelce, and it just fucked him. You know what I mean? He was just devastated. He's won this league 2 out of 5 years. You know what I mean? And he's just always dominated. And and we're all just loving it. Yeah, hell yeah, death to Steamboat. You know what I mean? And then he beat me in that year, and I didn't talk to him for a week. That league, that's one of my favorites because of how much it fucking matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, that $500 buy-in's a big time buy-in, So I'm sure that's everyone's most important league that is in it.
And it's a keeper league too. So it's every year it's you keep 4. So you basically start drafting. You know what I mean? And what would that be? The 5th round, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the first round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so this year.
Oh, so that's how you do it. So you don't keep people in the certain. No,
not in the rounds. We kept it dumbed down. It's more about just and then you don't have to make your decision till the week of the draft. You know what I mean?
That's
cool. Who you're going to keep. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no off-season activity. This is on Yahoo, so it's really limited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Austin, he said, it's good to see Bogey smiling. He ain't going to be smiling when I take his money in the playoff league.
Damn. All right.
Coming out swinging already.
I remember you said that. Because if you don't now, you have to win.
Now you got to. You can't make those claims.
Mm-hmm.
And so
guys don't like arrogance.
And we still got 2 spots left in the number 8 league. But Yeah, I made sure because since Austin's going to be on doing content with us and stuff, I wanted to make sure that we got him. That we got him in that league, and then we also got JC Money in that league, David P's in that league. My man, Francisco is in that league as well.
Antonio?
No, so Antonio's in the first one with us. He's only doing one with us, and
pussy.
and I think Hess is going to get into that one as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to be in a joint with my birthday twin. That's why. Yeah. Make sure my man's in there. Antonio.
Yeah. So the very first one, that was the one that everybody like literally requested. So whoever requested to be in the league first with us. So it's me, you, JC Money, Anthony, the one who's always coming through, Uncle Buck, Zach with the 710 crew, Antonio's in there, my man Dion, Devin is in there. What's his name? Nigel is in there. So we got Serbia in the house. And then Steven's in that league as well. Titans for Life. Stu's in that league as well. And then my man Rusty, who's in 5 out of these 8 leagues.
Hey, you know what's funny is I feel like I know all those guys, man. You know what I mean? Like the Devins and the 710 guy and the fucking like everyone in that league because they've been rocking with us all year. This is gonna be awesome.
And Stu, right on cue, heard us talking about him and shows up. What up, Stu?
What up, Stu?
Make sure you accept the invite to the league, bro. It's in your email. I'll make sure to send out another invite right now. That's the thing that I got to track is everyone accepting the invite, making sure that they get the fucking app downloaded. Here we go. Sending it again. Yeah, Stu, Anthony, and Bogard are the only ones to not accept the invite.
I'm going to be the last one.
And there we go. What up, Stu? And oh shit, Antonio, he said, put me in the other league with Austin and Bogard. I ain't no pussy. I only eat pussy. Right.
I knew I'd get him to join it. Yes, birthday twin. The dark side is strong within them.
There we go. So this league, this league's filled now. I mean, unless Hess says he doesn't want in for whatever reason, but
I'm gonna be in Disneyland drafting. This is gonna be tight. That's how. Listen, man, it's the happiest place on earth, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else drafting. That's like, listen, bro, I'm about to do some mushrooms there too. I'm trying to figure this out. You know what I mean? Because me and my brother, he's like, well, we can shroom at the what is it called? Yeah, so we're probably not gonna do that. Whatchamacallit though? What's that thing called?
Medieval times.
Medieval times.
Yeah, we could do.
Shit,
yeah, we could do. We could do a dinner or something that night.
Yeah, let's
get a Roscoe's or another place. But yeah, I already knew that might be a little stretch. It's 2 hours, you know. It's a long show. And Chase, you know what? We didn't talk about JJ Watt coming back, so they designated him to return. He's not going to play this week. They're aiming for him to come back next week for the wild card round.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. About 2 weeks of getting in the game shape.
Yep. So we shall see what happens with him. But I mean, he was a force to be reckoned with after his first couple weeks in there. It's like he was getting his feet wet, and then once he got going, he was killing it.
Shoulder? Was it a shoulder?
Let me see. What was his?
Because you know what, man. He's a swimming motherfucker, bro. he's that motherfucker. He's like the master of the swim move.
Yep, shoulder injury.
Okay.
Bogard's got that good memory when it comes to injuries and coaching.
He's got it all, bro. He's got it all. Like in his career, back.
Oh yeah,
knees. You know what I mean? Ankles, shoulder, ribs.
I don't think he's torn his ACL. I think that might be the only one. Like one of the only ones he hasn't done.
I know he's had like major surgeries though too, like shoulder blades and fucking some shit like that.
I mean, he's had multiple season-ending injuries and surgeries.
You know who used to have a surgery every year for a hella long, bro? Was Gronk. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
every year Gronk used to
Gronk didn't even get to play in one of the Super Bowls because he was fucking out hurt that season.
That's right. The Seahawks fucked him up.
Yeah,
they fucked him up.
No, I thought it was one of the years that they won.
No, they played the Seahawks earlier that year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's who fucked him up, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it was Cam Chancellor came down and just popped his ass. Bam!
And that would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been when he his elbow or whatever, and just like popped.
I remember he came back. Check this out. He has like a titanium elbow for real, like a forearm type shit, right? And I remember it was a game against Buffalo, and he blocks a dude down to the ground and then fucking bonks him. With the forearm,
metal plate in his forearm.
in the helmet, everything just knocked the dude out, and then he was suspended. He was suspended the immediate next week. This is probably like 2016, and it's funny because they were talking. Remember before the game, they were talking about how he always goes crazy against Buffalo because he's like from Buffalo or whatnot. Yeah. He loves the team. He always plays well against them. This and that, and he came out there and fucking got kicked out of the game. Bonked that dude in his whole joint.
Yeah, there we go. Shit. Their bong's a lot still smoking. Hell yeah. There we go. Antonio said, I only joined the first league because Bogard was in it. I want to be in a league with Luigi. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to love our league chats because I was able to customize it a little bit. And you know how some chats, like they give you like a little thumbs up or whatever little emoji that's already there that you can press? This one in our league, the button that you could just press right away for the emoji is a mushroom.
Nice. What are we using? The Facebook shit?
Yeah, the Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
So you didn't even have to put a picture on there or anything. Just
I literally got to make one.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Just go create it. There we go. There we go.
My triumphant return to Facebook.
Oh yeah.
One of my catchphrases, like with all my homies and shit, right? Like this is something I used to always say. I used to always say it's mooey. You know what I mean? Like that means like it's dope. Yeah, it's fucking mooey. You know what I mean? That was like one of my ad libs in all my tracks. But like, it's funny because I don't even remember the point I even brought that up.
Yeah,
I digress.
It doesn't matter, but everything's mooey.
Mooey.
And David P said, I'm going to get my ass kicked. Hey, man, I mean, there's only one winner in these leagues.
That's a reverse jinx if I've ever heard one.
I know. That's what it sounds like. I mean, there's only one winner is going to get the ring. There's going to be 3 people, in the championship week getting money. So 25% of the league is going to be in the money. And really, it's just not fucking up to where every single person that you draft, like, goes out in the first week. Like, If you draft a QB, one of the last 4 QBs, that are there, and you're in the championship, you're going to have a shot to win. Last year, the 2 leagues that I won is because I drafted Tom Brady, and then he made it all the way to the conference championships, so.
Yeah, last year, I remember, it was the guy, it was Clock and Fornicator were the last 2, like leaders in points because it was like, it was like kind of like best ball style, most points at the end, but they had Brady and Mahomes. So it was like, you know what I mean? They got carried most of the way. I mean, it's also just like when is it time to put, like, I have to, if I'm going to draft somebody who, like, if I'm going to draft a Packer, like, you know what I mean? I got to make sure I have like a decent team that can get me to next week to even like play my Packers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And which, there will be a couple people will be able to draft 2 QBs, but it's going to be one of those things to where if you draft, a QB, one of your others, a second QB, one of your starters, is probably going to be a little bit weaker.
Right.
And I'm starting my trend this year. No tight ends. The tight end is optional, but it is tight end premium. So for the people who do go with the tight end and you hit right, I mean, it's going to be looking good.
That's in this league.
That's in this league. Okay. So I sent you the doc just so you could so you can look through it, double check everything.
I clicked on it. I remember I was on mushrooms though.
Yeah. But here's just a quick little into the scoring. So, scoring in the roster: 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and then 2 flex spots, which could be a running back, wide receiver, or a tight end. 15 yards per point for the passers, 6 point per passing TD, -1 for interception. Wow. Rushing is the same, the 10 yards a point, 6 per touchdown, 2 points for the 2-point conversion. But because we may be forced to play a couple scrubs, I added in the 0.20 point per carry. So literally every rushing attempt that a running back gets, you get 0.2. So for every 5 rushing attempts, you get a point. And then for receiving, it's all normal. It's 1.0 PPR, except for tight end. They get 1.5 points for every catch that they get. This is going to be dope. This shit is going to be dope. And then Yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest is all standard stuff for the most part. Yeah, second take extra in the building right as we're piecing out of here. Appreciate you showing up, brother.
Shout out to Second Take.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap a bow on this thing. Not too many questions or anything, but we got through all the news. I appreciate you guys hanging with us on this week 18.
Oh yeah. Good luck to everybody. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Bogey. Let them know.
Oh, I mean, shit, you already know. Modelo, give me money. Bud Light, they ain't been giving me no money. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going Modelo now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're going to get one of them to give you some money.
I swear to God, where I've seen it in the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? There's one of them. I'm just, every time I do the mushrooms, I'm trying to channel that verse. You know
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Second take extra, doing real good. I mean, I still got my cough going, so still a little bit sick, but everything is going good. All the winners have been paid out and all the leagues that I was commissioning. That was, huge load off my back. So many people to pay out because of that shit. Still one more, Derek, since I got to send you a check. Well, you'll get it there hopefully in a week or so, however long it takes to get from San Diego to fucking Hawaii. Oh man. And what else we got? Fantasy playoff leagues. Go get in, guys. Just go get signed up at Patreon, fantasyfootballhustler.com. As of right now, we only have 2 spots left. Well, I guess technically 3 as of right now, but one person, I'm just waiting for him to send me his email and his money. He just won another league as well, so he's got some stuff going. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for 2 Q&A sessions, and it's probably going to be just smoke sessions more than anything. Going to be rocking in the early afternoon. We'll be talking some Super Draft Pro stuff as well, and then we're rocking for the late night tips like we always do. We got to keep it rocking on Saturday evening. I'm probably gonna
do some mushrooms on Saturday night. Isn't that weird? Like I do mushrooms like on Wednesday nights and shit like that, but I never really do it on a Saturday night because I always wanted to wake up on point. You know what I mean? For Sunday morning.
Yeah, I mean,
we're gonna make sure we wake up on point. You know what I mean? But still, it's like, I'm not managing any teams this week outside of a Super Draft Pro.
Oh yeah, and we might even be able to get our lineups in on Saturday night just to get. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be up either way, but people who are gonna be having crazy Saturday nights.
Bruh, on Tuesday, I was sitting here and I didn't know what to do because I had no waivers to claim. You know what I mean? Like no waiver claims to make and shit. I was like, well, it's kind of weird.
It was kind of nice only having one show, per day, because I was able to catch up on all the leagues, start paying people out, set up these playoff leagues and everything. So that's been the blessing in disguise for this week. Just doing, one show per week. I mean, we did the movie show, but.
And then the FNT will probably, I mean, you know what we should do for FNT, like or even for playmakers, like we really got to do like this wild card weekend like preview for real. You know what I mean? Like, cause this shit's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, we're gonna be doing these playoff leagues. I know we're gonna be drafting and stuff starting Monday, but I mean, if nothing else,
I'm gonna be in Disneyland too. That's right.
We may still have to keep FNT rocking because
I'm down.
For all the people who are playing on Super Draft Pro, I mean, it is something in the middle of the day, to do, and we'll cover the news really quick, and then it's just a smoke session and hanging out, besides that. Yeah, so maybe this is all the way through, Yeah,
you're right, because we got the goddamn playoff leagues. That's right. So we do got things. We have to monitor these things.
Yeah, and then
how does waivers run? Tuesdays like normal?
Wednesday.
Well, that's what I meant.
Well, yeah. Like Wednesday at midnight, so like Tuesday night. Yep.
Yes, in the wee hours.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and tell him, David P, go sub up on JC Money Design. Yeah, I think it's literally just JC Money Design on YouTube. So, yeah, make sure you go subscribe to his stuff.
It stands for Jesus Christ Money.
You guys got to tap into their show every single day. I mean, they do bring it here on my channel as well, just to make sure for everyone who isn't transitioned over to his. But, yeah, make sure you are watching because that's the Super Draft Pro Give Me Money episodes.
For real.
Hell yeah. And oh man, Evans went off last night, 41 points. Hell yeah. And JC Penny Designs is on it. Yep, I think that was one of the people. I had to fill my lineup out earlier than I had to leave and I couldn't do it on the road. So I used a little makeshift lineup, but I'll make sure I watch their entire show today. Because they do it like right at the end, like pretty much like let's see, what time's the shit start today? Yeah, shit starts at like 4. Starts at like 4:20 today. Perfect timing. And so yeah, they're about to start their show, I think somewhere in the next like 30 minutes or so. And yeah, just stay all the way till the end so you get their lineups at the end because they're winning people money. All right, we're out. We will see you tomorrow for the Q&As and the smoke sessions. Peace out, guys.
Peace.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
Everyone in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot. Put your life together.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.
So that Dr. Dre, right?
Hold up.